Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning, happy Wednesday, or as I like to call it, my Monday. How are you, nerds? How are you? It's been a crazy week, man. They had MegaCon. Can you hear me better now? Sorry about that. I had it like way down here. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It's been a crazy week. CinemaCon was going on out in Vegas, baby. All my friends, or some people I know, were out there showing all their good times. I've never been to Vegas. I've never been. And I kept trying to get people to tell me, what's it like? What's it like out there in Vegas land? And they're too busy having fun at MegaCon and seeing all the cool panels and expositions and first looks and stuff. So they didn't have time to talk to me and tell me all the fun stuff. So whatever. So happy Wednesday, happy Stephen Day to all who celebrate. For those who don't know, for those of you who are new to the channel in the last year, April 15th is Stephen Day here on Comics. And April 15th is, of course, my late younger brother's birthday. He's been gone almost 15 years now. He's a big part of my life. Obviously, he's my baby brother. Duh. He was my nerdy buddy. He was my nerdy buddy. And without him, this channel would not exist. It wouldn't exist because I probably wouldn't be into this stuff. So love my brother. Happy birthday in heaven, Steven. He loved Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Star Trek, X-Men, all that stuff. And for some reason, he thought Snooki was a national treasure. He was very funny. Very funny. And brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, too. We got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about because despite James Gunn putting his foot down and saying these are categorically false. This is bullshit. It's not true. It's not true. Adria Arjona is not auditioning for anything. She's not on a list for anything. I would know. I'm in charge of things. So I don't know where this is coming from. The rap is a rag. It's terrible. I don't know where they're getting this stuff. But apparently, despite him saying those things, he's cast her. The trades have come out and officially stated that she has been cast. Now, whether or not she's playing Maxima or some other role, they can't agree. They can't agree. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to break down who could be right, what the evidence points to, what I think is the character she's playing. Okay. But before we get into that, of course, we're going to talk about announcements. We're going to go over some headlines that we missed over the last few days. Just a couple, because I feel like this is a topic that we really need to get into. And of course, we're going to yell good morning to everyone. But before we do any of that, I need you guys to do me a small favor. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more of this nerdy nonsense. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. We do have a chat goal today. Yeah, we do. If you could drop 10 super chats today, we need 10 super chats, And I will do your favorite. That's right. I will do a dramatic reading in character from one of my comic books. Okay? So 10 super chats, and you get a dramatic reading in character from one of my comic books. You're welcome. So drop those supers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Only 10 of them. We only need 10. Okay? All right. Let's start streaming. Good morning. Remember, members of the channel. Whoa. Caught something in my throat there for a second. I apologize. Members of the channel and super chats, they get their good mornings first. It's only fair. The love we have here is transactional, and it's only fair that you get what you pay for. Right? Right. All right. First up, good morning, Mustafa. Good morning, Lieutenant Mustafa, member of the channel. Good morning, Ensign DL, Ensign Deranged Lunatic, member of the channel forever, like 7 months. Seriously, almost 8 months. Good morning. Good morning. Who else we got? I think that's it for now. We don't have many. Good morning, Lieutenant Carl Peachy. Good morning. Says Clayface sounds bad. Good morning and happy birthday. Honestly, from what I've seen with GUNN, I don't think he can do Wonder Woman justice. The Lord of the Rings news is interesting. Any other members? No, we're a laid back army. There's not many of us. And I'm going to remind you guys, members, we have watch parties over on our Discord, our members only Discord, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We watch shows together over on the Discord channel. Right now we're watching Monarch Legacy of Monsters. It's a good time. Deranged Lunatic is the only one that's been showing up and hanging out. We have a really good time. Right now he's my therapist, which is great for me. So there's that. Let's yell good morning to everyone else. I'm just saying you should join the army. It's a really good time. You get all kinds of perks like access to drops and stuff before anyone else. And I just sent out some gifts to some long time members of the channel. So there you go. Good morning, Mama Penny. Good morning. Mama Penny got a gift. She did. Good morning, Lord Toth. Good morning. Good morning. Contributing editor, Kino Reviews. Who else we got here? We've got Good morning, Cosmodo Comics. Good morning. Good morning, Monique. Happy IRS Compliance Day. Yes, and happy Stephen Day to you. You live in Vegas. What? That sounds crazy to me. That is crazy. I can't imagine living there. Good morning, Vincent Breeden. Good morning, Derpy. Good morning. Who else we got? Good morning, Willie, the Monkey King. Yes, Bizarro Grace Randolph here. Just leaning into it at this point. Who else? Good morning, Lieutenant Patricia. Good morning. How are you? How did I not see that? I don't have any starred comments. Good morning, everyone. Is that everyone? Okay, that's everyone. That means it's time for announcements. First and foremost, this music is just super fun. So first and foremost, just a reminder, we are still live with the Veiled Legacy campaign. You can find it at the link in the description below. and scrolling across your screen right now. It's at fundmycomic/campaign/952/veiled legacy. Don't ask me why it's long. I didn't make the website. Okay. That's the link they gave me, but it's in the description below and it's scrolling across your screen right now. This is not just crowdfunding, guys. This is a pre-order. This is pre-ordering my comic book that I created and wrote. It is edited by the legendary Caro Brown and art by the equally legendary Evan Scale. This is an amazing comic book, and it's got a 10-book arc coming at you hot. So go to this link, pre-order this comic book, and you get it as soon as it's completed. You get it before anybody else. It's not just crowdfunding. You're not just taking part in helping me build this comic book. You get it before anyone else. This is a pre-order. And you also get your name on a thank you page in the back of the book. And you get perks. You get rewards on top of that, depending what level you contribute to the campaign. $1 gets your name in the book. $10 gets a digital copy before anyone else and your name in the book. $25 gets your name in the book, a digital copy, and a physical copy. $50 gets your name in the book, a digital copy, physical copy that is custom autographed by yours truly. That's right. That's right. So this isn't just a crowdfunding campaign. This is a pre-order. This is a crowdfunding campaign to help make a 22-year dream come true, adapted from a book I wrote and published. Oh, it's right here. Back in, 2004 is when I wrote it and signed the paperwork. Yeah. And it's a pre-order. So I was told by a friend through messaging about a week or so ago. She's like, oh, I thought it was just crowdfunding. Nah, dude. Nah. It's a pre-order. Pre-order. So there you go. Be a part of this super amazing wild ride. Please and thank you. And we have new pages on the way. So, okay. So there's that. And speaking of the legendary Caro Brown, lots of prayers for her today as she goes in for surgery right now. She's in right now, getting her replacement parts. Her replacement parts installed. In fact, that reminds me, I'm going to be, solidarity today for my dear friend who's in surgery getting her replacement parts installed. There we go. So say a prayer for a smooth and quick recovery for my friend, my collaborator, my twin, my editor, my co-host, Caro. And because of that, there is no plot holes and payoffs tomorrow. It'll just be another daily dose of Dork. So sorry, the escalator is broken. It is now stairs. Sorry for the convenience. Okay. So there's those announcements. What else do we have here? I don't think I have any other. Oh, I am just about finished. If Latino Slant, because remember I'm on mid roast after this today. If mid roast doesn't go crazy long, looking at you, Polly, then I should be able to wrap up editing on my Captain Atom breakdown. The bad news for members is I did so good on recording the Captain Adam breakdown, I haven't had any outtakes so far. Like, no outtakes. I have been doing this for like 5-6 years now. So there was going to come a point where I'm like, I'm sailing through this shit. Like, right? I've had no outtakes so far. I'm not saying there's not going to be any outtakes. I still have about 30 minutes ish of footage to get through, which really isn't much at all. That will take me probably 2 to 3 hours to edit through. But there's so far no outtakes. I was like, damn. Normally I save the outtakes for members, the behind the scenes stuff. Oops. Sorry. I did too good of a job recording that. But the good news is, as soon as that is done editing, it's going to drop for members, and members will get to watch it before it is available to the public. So you're going to get to watch it probably, you'll see it for more than a week before it's available for everyone else. So yay, Captain Adam is going to be done in the next day or so, depending. So very excited about that. Yeah, I am, because that's less stress for me. I mean, I used to love editing so much. Like, it's fun. It's like playing a video game. And now I'm like, God, I would just rather be doing literally anything else. Like, I have so many books to write, and I've got to get Veiled Legacy completely out of my head so I can actually write other things, like maybe develop some other ideas. I know it sounds weird, and I have writing homework to do, like actual writing tutoring. I'm being taught craft, and it's terrible. Y'all, I'm being forced to watch 5 episodes of Bridgerton. I don't want to. I really don't want to, but I'm being made to. So, all right. All right. Enough of that nonsense. Enough. It's time for... It's funny. I still had the announcements thing up, but I took my comic book thing off. Like, why did I do that? Why watch Bridgerton? That's a really good question. That's a really great question. Because I suck at writing romance. I am a woman who struggles to write romance. I hate, loathe, and detest, despise, abhor chick flicks. Can't stand it. It makes me... Can't stand it. I have no desire whatsoever to ever watch Bridgerton. And I have a dear friend, you can probably guess who it is, that has been trying to nag me to watch Bridgerton for the last year. And I'm like, nope, not going to happen. Nah. Last night, I'm like, wow, I'm having a problem with this scene. I got makeup on my thumb. Apologies. I'm like, I'm having a problem with this scene. I'm supposed to write this kind of meet cute, and it's weird because, I have no problem accessing violence, but when it comes to romance, can't find it within me. What the hell? And I was told, it's not like you got to access it within you. You just watch a show you like that maybe has something romantic in it and, try to tweak it somehow. And I was like, okay. And I was told, watch 5 episodes of Bridgerton. I was like, no, not doing it. And I got told, oh, here's the difference between a good writer and a bad writer. And I was like, please don't make me do this. So that's my homework. 5 episodes. That's why. I don't even want to talk about it. It's probably going to be playing while I'm editing today. Like, All right. We need to get back to headlines. Let's get back to it. Back to it then. All right. Let me share my screen for you guys. Takes 300 clicks from StreamYard. Bloop. Willie the monkey, my partner, said, who's a woman, the same way. There are several other better examples of romance. Why do you need to have a romance scene? I can't give you spoilers. There are reasons. It's not like a love scene, like sex or something like that. I don't even know if I can write that. Maybe one day, but I don't know. It'd have to be really necessary, but it's part of the story. It's part of the story. So Lieutenant Carl Peachy says, my fiance is forcing me to watch The Devil Wears Prada 2. I've seen some good chick flicks, like Gone with the Wind and Casablanca, Kate and Leopold. Did I watch Kate and Leopold? My sister adores Gone with the Wind. I wouldn't even call that a chick flick per se. That's more of a classic. And Casablanca, that's a classic too. You know what I mean by chick flicks. Like, I straight up told my friend, like, I'm going to get diabetes from watching this. I just know it. Yeah. All right. No more. No more of my homework. So we're supposed to be getting a new trailer for Street Fighter today. Sorry, you stay over here. You're in my way. Supposed to be getting a new trailer for Street Fighter today at some point. We've got like this 15-second clip here. I tell you what, trailers for trailers are just kind of getting on my last nerve at this point. Just release the damn trailer. Anyone else just miss those days when we just got a trailer? Be careful. Don't review the trailer. Don't review the trailer, because then you're going to get yelled at by the TikTok kids. Let's see. Oh, we got some behind the scenes looks at Henry Cavill on Highlander. Y'all, I am excited for this. And this is where I'm a total hypocrite, because I am really sick and tired of all the reboots and revivals and redos and all that shit. Like, I would really like some original stuff. But I do love me some Highlander, and I do love Henry Cavill as an actor and as a nerd. And if you're gonna redo something, if you put Henry Cavill in it, chances are you're gonna pretty much respect the source material, or he will fight you. He will fight you. That is proven. So I can't help but be excited about this. So I can't help it. That looks pretty good. But can he do a Scottish accent? Can he? Does he ken the Scottish accent? Does he ken it? I'm a wee bit Scottish myself. So bad. This is my question, Lieutenant Carl Peachy. Will it have Quinn in it? It's the greatest movie soundtrack of all time. The only soundtrack that holds a candle to the Highlander original soundtrack is the Crow soundtrack. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. All right. Moving on. And who mentioned this in the chat? Was it you, Carl? Was it you? I'm going to scroll up and see if I can find you. Maybe not. Maybe not. And I did say this morning, see, I had posted something on the community tab on the channel and in Discord and on Twitter yesterday. I said that I discovered, and I can't believe I'd missed this before, and I feel like I had a vague recollection that I'd seen it before and just kind of forgot. I have a really weird last name. My last name is Sanssouci. There's only 33 people in the whole world that have it spelled like mine, and there's a family legend behind it. There's like several, but anyway, the original spelling is Sanssouci. It's super French for such a Mexican chick, for such a Mexican family. But it's Sanssouci is the original spelling. It's French for without care, zero fucks given, basically. There's one comic book character in all of the history of all of the publishers of comic books. There's only one comic book character that actually shares my last name. And I'm absolutely blown away by it. And I was working yesterday and I came across it again. I was like, that's so cool. That's so cool. I wish I would have noticed that when I was a little kid, because listen, no one could say my name right. Still, no one can say my name right. No one. It's constant annoyance. Constant. Like I keep telling Dave, we need to get married because people can say your name. They can't say mine. Okay. But that would have been really neat. And I told you guys, you're actually very close. I'm not kidding. You're very close. Very close. I knew no one would guess it yesterday. And I said in Discord this morning that I would tell you guys who it was if you all showed up in the chat. And I almost forgot. So, do we have any last minute guesses? And by the way, guys, 10 super chats. 10 super chats is the goal today. And your reward will be a dramatic reading from my comic book in character, not the Spectre. Plastic Man is very, very close. Very close. So the answer actually comes from DC Comics. It's a female character, a woman with red hair. She was sometimes a supervillain. So not Elongated Man. You were close with Plastic Man. Plastic Man. But she's a woman with red hair. And she's European. Red hair. Sometimes a supervillain, sometimes a hero. And she was married to Captain Atom. Her name was Bette Sanssouci. You guessed it. Plastique. Bette Sanssouci. I get such a freaking kick out of that. I get such a kick out of that. And I know they picked that name because it means I don't care. I'm like, no cares. Whatever. I do what I want. There's a couple of castles that Catherine the Great built, named Castle Sanssouci, because that's what that meant. But anyway, there you have it. There's the answer to yesterday. Moving on. Remember, 10 super chats is the goal today, and you get a dramatic reading in character from my comic book that you guys love so much. So this one I'm very torn about, this headline right here. An Aegon's Quest movie, or Aegon's Conquest, apologies, movie is officially in the works, coming soon to theaters. Now, I would have liked an Aegon's Conquest series. I thought that would have been really interesting. An Aegon's Conquest series. I can see Uranus. Thank you so much for the 99-cent super chat. I'm going to figure out who you are one of these days. He's not in the mood. He's flat out said it. George R.R. Martin has said, I wish you guys would quit bothering me about it. I'm just not in the mood to write it. And I get what he's saying. Like, I do. The creative process is a very fragile thing. Especially as a writer, you really cannot force it. It's you can only write what wants to be written. I don't know how else to say it, but there are ways to get yourself into that headspace. Like, George, have you tried getting in the mood for it? Like, what is your process? This is going to sound crazy, but sometimes my process is laying down. Like, it's the space between consciousness and sleep, when my brain is completely relaxed, that I get my best ideas. And then all of a sudden things start coming to me, and then I pop up and I start writing them down, and then I can't get back to sleep. But it's at night when my brain's completely relaxed. I'm getting ready to completely drift off to sleep, and my brain completely relaxes, and then things start coming to me. Like, George, try that. Like, try an eye mask that has Bluetooth headphones in it, and just listen to whatever music that puts you in that vibe. Like, maybe try some bard music. I don't know. Some ambient bard music. Oh my gosh. I really feel like we're never getting it. We're never getting it. We're never getting that or Dream of Spring. It's never happening. I think he is so absolutely heartbroken over what happened when Warner Brothers and HBO bought the rights. I think he had certain understandings, or he misunderstood his involvement with certain things and what they were going to do. And then when that didn't happen, he was devastated. And I can understand that, but you also sold those rights off. They're going to do whatever they want with them, whatever they want. That's the rub. You're just going to have to understand that at that point, it's no longer yours. Like, I don't know if I could ever do that. Just sell them off like that. It's just, look what happened to him. I have this very strong sneaking suspicion. And good morning, Jaden. I saw you. We have 10 super chat gold today, and I do a dramatic reading from the comic book. I have a sneaking suspicion after what happened with Ansel del Sol at the interview, where it's not letting me scroll very easy. that interview with him and what's his face who played uh Dunk the Tall, where he blurted out that Henry Cavill was going to play Aegon, and he was like, "Shh, stop it." He's like, "Oh, I think it's Henry Cavill. I think it is." I would have liked to have seen it as a series. I think it's a very expansive story. I think it's very complex. They might be trying to turn it into a multi-picture type of IP. That's what I would see happening, personally. What do you guys think? Let's check out maybe one more headline. Good morning, Science Fictionary. Good morning. And then we need to move on to our main topic. Let's move on. Let's see. We heard a lot of things about the Clayface film at the DCU panel. Now, there were a lot of things said about Supergirl. And what I heard was a lot of overselling. Like, they did a lot of talking. A lot of talking and not enough showing. But with Clayface, they did a lot of showing. And there was a lot of practical effects in what they showed. It was very horror. It was totally different from anything else they've done. I'm going to say it. Clayface might be the thing, the film, the vehicle that's best received in the DCU. It could be a dark horse. I know. It's crazy. It could be the one thing nobody saw coming. The brief summary for what they showed at CinemaCon is it opens with Matt Hagen in a hospital bed, his face bandaged, only eyes visible. Someone attacks him with a knife and pumps chemicals into him, giving him powers. Pre-accident flashbacks show his life as an actor. He underwent a scientific procedure that turned his body into clay. Then, of course, there's a montage of his horrible transformation, red skin, lips fused, hands morph into hammer-like shapes, mostly shadows shown. People screaming, his face changes often, showing him without an eye or a mouth. He even wipes away his entire face one time. Looks terrifying and nothing like other DCU movies. Practical body horror and very raw. Set to the slowed down, the flaming lips. Do you realize? Just saying. Good morning, Sergeant Giratina. Omari, we live in a society where a Clayface movie ends up surpassing expectations while Supergirl doesn't. Right? Kino, Elseworlds DC horror flicks. I'm all for it. We could get Justice League Dark before Justice League. Hey, I'm okay with that. Let's get Ryan Gosling as Constantine. I'm for it. Lieutenant Carl Peachy. It's like they are copying the Clayface story from Batman the Animated Series, but also copying the Spider-Verse, a villain movie without having a hero in it. They have absolutely said that they are taking a lot of inspiration from Batman the Animated Series, the episode Feet of Clay. Flat out said, there's Loki. Good morning, Ensign Loki. I don't know. I think it might do halfway decent. I'm getting a vibe. Getting a vibe. All right, guys. Leave your final questions, comments, and emotional outbursts in the chat. Like Jaden's here. I'm excited for the Clayface movie, he says. I'm excited, he says. Because that is all we're doing for headlines. All right. Let's talk about Adria Arjona. Man, yesterday was crazy. Now, I mean, last week was crazy because the rap comes out. I mean, it wasn't just the rap. They come out and say, well, she's not necessarily going to be MAXIMA. And saying how it wasn't just Adria, that there was Ella Purnell and Eva, and, you know, there was a whole list. And James Gunn just ripped the rap apart. I mean, absolutely very unkind things to say about the rap. Good morning, MMA Crease. How you doing? Says, to be fair, how many times have we told Warner Brothers to copy something from their cartoons and put it in live action? Precisely. You're absolutely right. I do want to see the trailer. Good morning, Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS. We have a super chat goal today. 10 super chats. And you guys get a dramatic reading from one of my comic books in character. You guys' favorite. We are 1 down, 9 more to go. So James Gunn ripped the rap apart for reporting on this first, stating how he used to consider them actual, you know, news outlet, actual entertainment news, and called him a rag. Said, I don't even know what you're talking about. This is total bullshit. Yes, I know, Adria, but, you know, none of this is true. There's no list. I haven't talked to these women. None of this is true. He dragged them through the mud. He called them everything. Like, just absolutely ridiculous. And then yesterday, all of the trades announced that Adria Arjona has been cast in Man of Tomorrow. Dang it! Thought we were rid of her. She's been cast in Man of Tomorrow. Now, here's the thing. Variety and Deadline both reported that Miss Arjona is playing MAXIMA. But The Hollywood Reporter and The Wrap both reported unconfirmed, undisclosed. We don't know what role she's playing in an undisclosed female role. Let's discuss this. First of all, everyone knows who Wonder Woman is. Okay? Everyone knows what Wonder Woman looks like. She's an Amazonian, olive skin, dark hair, muscular. Okay? We know this. Who is MAXIMA? Let's discuss MAXIMA. Can you let me do things? Are you going to let me do things? Are you not going to let me do things? I don't know if you're going. It's not. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You're not letting me do things. I guess. I don't know. It's interesting take today thing. Anyway, here we go. Here is Maxima. Maxima has red hair. She is an alien queen. And she comes to Earth. She was actually created in 1990. She's a little bit of a deep cut. She's not exactly very popular. Okay. I mean, do we seriously need, have we heard anyone like, oh my God, you know what I really love? I would really love to see Maxima on the screen. I just love Maxima. She is a queen of an alien planet who comes to Earth because she thinks Superman is the perfect specimen to breed with. She wants to bang Superman and have his super baby. That's Maxima. Okay? That's Maxima. And she's a redhead. Look at that. Redhead. Do we think, oh, okay, never mind. Hold on a second. I've got this covered already. Go me. I'm on top of things and I didn't even know it. Proud of me. So proud. What? No, I don't want you to do that. What is wrong with you? Okay, so no, I'm not on top of things. It's being weird. Here you go, MMA Crease. Maxima's crazy. She's literally the definition of a nympho. There's literally an episode of Superman the Animated Series that they had to tone down a lot. Yes. She's nuts. So, the computer does not like me. I think it's this new browser that Epic Mike told me to get. Brave. I'm learning. StreamYard doesn't like certain image files as well, so that's an issue. And I really, really dislike how I have to press like 1,000 different things in order for it to just do one simple stupid thing that I want it to do. This is very frustrating. I want to save this picture. Okay, I can't use that one because that's WEBP. Whoever invented the WEBP file format, your mom is a hoe. I'm just saying it. Your mom is a hoe. Because I can't use it like hardly anywhere. It's very frustrating. It's stupid. Very stupid. Anyway, you get my point. She's a redhead. And either Hollywood still really hates redheads, which I don't get. I don't understand. I love redheads. I think red hair is a beautiful hair color. Or it literally is a code name for the other warrior queen that she's really playing and actually does resemble Wonder Woman. Crease. Maxima, when she found out about Lois, Superman had to put her in hiding because Maxima was not having it. Everyone should go watch that episode now. Go watch the episode. Jupiter, good morning. But didn't Gunn say he's not cast as anyone? Do we believe him? Do we? Gunn says a lot of shit. He says a lot of shit. And then he comes back in a few months and says, no, you just misunderstood me. He just misunderstood me. He is an outright liar. He is a liar. This man said that there are farms with double wide trailers in the wealthiest part of St. Louis where billionaire professional athletes live in mansions. But there's trailer parks. This man lies. This man lies about everything. He lies about where he's from. He lies about who's in his movies and when and who they are playing. I believe nothing he says. And when he attacked the rap, I was like, I believe them now. I believe everything they say. I believe them. I am from St. Louis. I've lived in West County, St. Louis. I've worked in West County, St. Louis. I don't need to get on that subject again. I'm just telling you, I am proof that James Gunn has lied, is a liar, and I refuse to believe anything he says. I just refuse. So, for Variety and Deadline to both come out and say, it's Maxima. It's Maxima. And then the Hollywood Reporter and the Wrap to both come out and say, unknown character. That tells me Wonder Woman. Because the Wrap is the Wrap is the outlet he attacked for being right. And Variety and Deadline are the outlets that have steady kissed his balls this whole time. They write puff pieces about everything he does. Everything he does. And you know I'm right. They kiss his ass so much, you know they get paid for it. They're the ones who are printing articles where he's saying, how would Supergirl remember what happened to Krypton? She was a baby. And then her movie comes out with her on Krypton. Oops. They're the ones printing articles about, Millie Alcock being attacked before the movie even comes out because she's a woman in a superhero movie. Toxic fan base, toxic fan base, toxic fan base. The Wrap reported something that was true. They did their job. James Gunn attacked them for it. And then a week later, they are proved correct. Lieutenant Carl PG. I would introduce Wonder Woman to Mana tomorrow, but in her own film and a post-credit scene showing Themyscira, Superman and Friends is what we are getting. That's what we got last time. I asked him directly. Yeah, he refuses to answer me about anything. And I'll even like, hey, James Gunn, St. Louis native content creator here. Like, totally ignores me. When he was announcing, the cast list and everything for Superman, I was like, wow, that's heavy. Like, is Superman going to have enough screen time in his own film? Crickets. Crickets. I don't think David Cornsweet is fine as Superman. I like David Cornsweet as Superman. He's not the problem. David Cornsweet's not the problem. For me, the problem was the writing was a bit messy. It wasn't up to par with a knock your socks off film. It was okay. It was okay. And what he did to both sets of parents, you know, like stating he wanted the Kents to sound like people where he came from. Do I sound like Ma and Pa Kent? Do I sound like Ma and Pa Kent? No. I'm from the exact same place as James Gunn. And now I live an hour south from that area in the actual country of Missouri. And I still don't sound like Ma and Pa Kent. Here I go again. He makes me so mad. He's such a liar. What he did to the parents, both sets, was absolutely blasphemous. He missed the point of Superman entirely. Superman was created by a set of Jewish teenagers who came from Jewish immigrants. And they created for themselves an immigrant superhero, a refugee. Okay. They wanted people to see immigrants and refugees how they really were, how they were hardworking and in search of the American dream. What he's done with Superman in this last film with Jor-El and his mom is he turned them into the thing that people feared about immigrants, that they were here to take over. They sent their son here to impregnate all the women and take over the planet and rule them. Like, you've missed the point of Superman, dude. You missed the point. You idiot. That's absolutely horrible. And I can completely understand why Schuster's nephew was suing before the movie was released. I don't think it had as much to do about rights, distribution rights, as it was about, like, what have you done? This is not what my uncle and his friend created. Yeah, he created Brightburn. Have you guys seen Brightburn? He created Brightburn, kind of a reverse Brightburn. Brightburn has Elizabeth Banks in it, and it's kind of like a type of hornet that leaves its larva in a like a beehive and tricks them into raising. Okay, kind of like that. Well, it's this alien species that leaves its offspring on other planets and tricks that species on the planet to raise their offspring. And then when the offspring grows up, it develops its superpowers and it destroys everyone who lives on the planet. And then, the fleet comes in and takes over. Sound familiar? Didn't he direct it too? Like he and his brother wrote it. It's Brightburn. It's Brightburn. It's a good movie. I like Brightburn. I love Brightburn. But Superman needs to stay Superman. Good morning, Fernando. Buenos dias. Buenos dias, Fernando. I didn't see that up there. I do love Brightburn. It is a good movie. It's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy movie. But Superman needs to say Superman. No, he didn't direct it. I forget who did. Okay. Crease. I like the Superman movie that James Gunn did. It could have been way better, though. I demand a better movie from him. And second of all, how come he did not do the Green Lantern show? I feel the same way about the Superman movie. I liked it, but it could have been better. And what he did with the parrots, I kept trying to get over it. I kept trying to find ways like it's going to come around like this is altered or something. And he just kept doubling down like, son of a bitch. This is making me so mad. He didn't do Green Lanterns because he spread way too thin. And that's something he's been figuring out, which is one of the reasons why I've been told and why I agree and believe what I've been told. He's not going to be sticking around in the capacity that he is. Running a studio and being a filmmaker at the same time is too much for one person. And he's learned that over the last few years. It's spread him way too thin and stressed him out. He flat out said, I didn't even want to write Peacemaker season 2, but I had to. I just got done with Superman. I was on vacation, wanted to spend vacation with my wife, but here I was writing Peacemaker season 2. And we could tell because it was awful. Green Lanterns, I was so excited about, and that trailer just stole every single bit of excitement away from me. I'm devastated. Absolutely devastated. I'm sorry, Lanterns. I really appreciate why can't I say his name? Going off on Damon Lindelof. Good for him. Good morning, Samar. Also, there was no Superman in 2025. He was a crybaby. Only Mr. Terrific was cool. Mr. Terrific was great. I loved Mr. Terrific in that movie. I even liked Guy Gardner. I wish his hair was more red. That's a nitpick, but Mr. Terrific was fantastic. Yeah, the movie could have been better. Jupiter. I didn't like his Superman, but it was entertaining. The writing was bad in my opinion, but the entertainment was good. Fernando, James Gunn should not be directing everything. Hard agree. We owe Ryan Reynolds an apology. I wouldn't go that far. Two things can be true at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time, because Hal Jordan was not a lazy, shitbag slob who picked fights and all that stuff. So I have my issues with it as well. I would love, they have said that they're going to do a Mr. Terrific series. I'm just very nervous about everything at this point. Just very nervous about everything. And I really hope that they do well with something. I heard good things about, I still have the Who is Maxima thing up. Apologies. I've heard good things about those who saw the Clayface panel and the Clayface teasers and stuff. Really good things. That really surprised me. And I did hear that with the Supergirl stuff that they felt like they were just trying a little too hard and just talking, talk the whole time. So that kind of sucks. That sucks. Yes, Chris Gore and Robert Meyer Burnett both said Dune 3 is going to blow our minds. Blow our minds. I'm here for it. You guys know I love me some Dune. I love Dune. I love Dune. Jupiter. Someone on Reddit who ran into Kyle Chandler at a baseball game said the suit in the closet is Hal's and he wears it with a mask. There was a hint of that Squirrel Lantern cameo, maybe. Oh, for Christ's sake. The physical suits haven't been a part of the canon for over 50 years. They got rid of it because it didn't make sense anymore. So why are we using something in a live action television show that takes place in 2026 that hasn't been used in a two-dimensional medium in like 60 something years? That does not make sense to me. That does not make sense. Good morning, Diane. Or is it Deandra? Good morning. I hope you've hit the like button and that you're subscribed. Doomsday. Dude, Robert Meyer Burnett is on and on and on about Doomsday. He is seriously like, listen, Dani, when I say Doomsday is going to melt your face, it's going to melt your face. It is so good. I swear to you, it is so good. And how can you not like Dune, Willie? I have read all the books. I've been a Dune fan since I was like 9 years old. How can you not like Dune? I've read all the books. I've seen every single TV show, miniseries, movie. I love all of it. Fernando, was it smart for Dune 3 to compete with Doomsday for the same weekend? Yes. It's amazing for movie theaters. Movie theaters need this kind of competition. Competition breeds what my brain just went like competition breeds innovation. We need that. It encourages the studios to bring their A game with the films and with marketing. We need that. Our economy needs that. Movie theaters as an industry need that. They are closing all over the country. They've closed in my little town. We need stuff like this. Barbenheimer, the Barbie movie, Oppenheimer, that was great for movie theaters. Project Hail Mary, great for movie theaters. This is going to be great for movie theaters. No matter which one does better, really doesn't matter. The winner is going to be movie theaters and movie theater owners. It's going to be us. We're the winners. We need more stuff like this. We need big blockbuster movies for each season. We need summer blockbusters. We need Christmas blockbusters. We need one for every season. And we need actual blockbusters. We need good movies. We need original movies. We need movies that are not being written with ChatGPT. And I have confirmation that they are using ChatGPT to write dialogue. They're getting caught. And you know what? They don't even really care that much. How lazy is that? I had someone ask me, one of my grandparents' best friend asked me if I was using AI for my comics. I was just like shocked. Like he hit me. I was like, what? No. Why would you think that? No. Because they're so used to it. They are using ChatGPT to write stuff. That's one of the reasons it sucks so hard. That's why you don't like it. That's one of the reasons why you watch something and you're like, I can't really put my finger on it. This sucks. Like, that's why. That's why. That's why. Dude. So they're doing that. I think a dog farted. Oh God. Get your stank ass out of here. Dumb dog. Ugh. Okay, that's better. It's been a while since that happened. Oh Lord. So they had that DC experience and they had like a hologram of Darkseid. It was like, we're talking some 1982 nonsense. It was bad. Like, this is what you spend money on? Deandra, do you think finding a good medium between practical suits and special effects can work? Yes. And I think you mean visual effects. Special effects are practical effects. And the only reason why I say this because I do special effects. Sorry. Like, I'm also I was a cosmetologist. So when people say I gotta dye my hair, I'm like, we dye purses to shoes. We color hair. Sorry. Yes. And I think we can. You can find a happy medium between special effects and visual effects. That is something you can do. And it'll look amazing. We've done it. It's been done. We can do it. But you can't be cheap and you can't give either your special effects team or your VFX team unreasonable time constraints. You can't do that to them. That's not fair. That's not right. You can't work people when they've had no sleep and they can't see their families or have a break. They need fuel. They need to be able to have fuel to work. And Disney, by the way, has laid off thousands of people. They've laid off almost their entire VFX team. They have laid off their entire home entertainment team. They are cleaning house. Cleaning house. What does this mean? We don't know yet. We don't know. Could they be turning things over? We don't know. Did they actually lose a bunch of money and they're trying to save money? We don't know. The mouse keeps things pretty locked down for the most part. And right at this moment, I don't have an insider on that at all. I liked 1980s Dune. Oh, the David Lynch Dune. Haven't seen it forever. Saw 5 to 10 minutes of Dune and shut it off because it was so dull. You need to watch the Sci-Fi Channel miniseries Dune and Children of Dune. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. You're welcome. Oh, the Coyote versus Acme. Yeah. Everyone's looking forward to that. That's like the comeback story of the decade. Am I right? They released that poster. Looks good. Looks good. Pixar developed a script doctor algorithm to check scripts to make sure there is enough representation in cat. I know. Hopefully they got rid of that. Willie. Original movies require more marketing spend since the market is so fragmented. Oh, I love Dune Prophecy too, even though it's based off of We're going to start using the word inspired around here because it's clearly they did not adapt the book. They say that's what they adapted it from. It's nothing like the book. I've read it. It's nothing like the book. It's inspired by, but they did have Kevin J. Anderson and Brian Herbert working on the series, and they're the ones who wrote the book. Doomsday will suck because it's rushed and lazily created. Okay. Mark that down, everyone. AI, listen, when you use it to create something for you, it sucks. That's lazy. That's absolutely lazy. But you can use it as a tool for certain things. There are ways where you can use it, but not to actually create things. Like, hey, I need help finding a name for this thing. I need help translating this thing. But you do have to check its work. So sometimes it might end up being more work than it's worth just to be safe. But you should absolutely never, ever use it in lieu of creation on your own, if that makes any sense. Writing sucked before ChatGPT. Oh, yeah, the perfect response. Yeah. Everyone thank Olive. Fernando, I've heard that some people view ChatGPT as its friend. How sad. I have heard that. That is sad. But also, I mean, maybe for some people, it's the one thing keeping them off the edge. And maybe that's a good thing. Listen, Jupiter, if it was my fart, would I have been like, ew, that's disgusting? As Fat Bastard said, everyone loves the smell of their own brand. Would I have even told you guys? You just saw it? It's so bad. It's so bad. Keto Home Entertainment paid the bills for direct to VHS DVD releases. End of an era. It is. Every 7 years, a Disney movie would come out of the Disney vault and you'd get a physical copy. Yep. Well, they decided they're going to drop the AI thing. Yep. Willie the Monkey King, mark my words. Coyote versus Acme is not going to be good. They tried to license it to streamers and they didn't bite. Really? MMA. Crease. It's not a comic book movie, but next week, definitely going to check out that Michael Jackson movie. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I'm definitely going to have to check it out and review it. Anyone who was born in the 80s, you know. Oh, Mari, if it were you, you'd have blamed it on another girl like Welcome to Daddy. Oh, God, that was so funny. Oh, I forgot about that. Well, guys, no dramatic readings for you today. We only got one super chat. One super chat. 25 bucks away from a payout next month. We only have one super chat. That's okay. Maybe we'll try again another time. Don't forget to make sure you are supporting indie comics like mine. Like mine, Veiled Legacy. It's in the description below, and it's going across the screen right now at fundmycomic.com. Veiled Legacy. Don't forget to say a little prayer for our dear friend Caro Brown, who's in surgery right now, having her replacement parts installed as we speak. That's right. Say a little big ups to her. And I'm working on finishing up the editing for your Captain Atom breakdown. I'm really proud of it. The recording went really, really smoothly. I was breezing through the thing, like seriously, just like flying through it. So, like, I don't even have outtakes at this point. I'm really sad. Like, I did such a good job. But that's all I've really got today. Don't forget to help support the channel in other ways. You can get a mug. You can get the official Comics and mug over at the Etsy store. This is all in the description below as well. That's not the right link. There it is. comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com is my official merch store. Hundreds of nerdy designs created by yours truly, inspired by all your nerdy favorites. All proceeds go to keeping this channel on the air, as well as comic book pages for Veiled Legacy. So check that out. You can also support the comic by going to patreon.com/comics. And here you get all the behind the scenes access to how this comic book is getting made. You get to see all the rough sketches, all the line work. I put up a vlog every week and tell you what's being worked on. Allergies are on fire today. So check that out at patreon.com/comics. And you also get official Veiled Legacy merch every 3 months for the first year of your membership, just for being a part of the team. So check it out, patreon.com/comics. And today there's also a Kickstarter, but that is going to end next month. Well, here pretty soon. And we're going to start over. So don't worry about that. Like, don't worry about that right now. I have a few other links. They're all down in the description below if you want to help support the channel. Some affiliates. That's right. I have a website, comics-and.com. There you can words are difficult sometimes. There at the website, you can find information about the channel, some about the comic book, a little bit about myself, like some reviews I've written, a portfolio of my special effects work, all of my links, and you can reach out and say hi. So go to comics-and.com today and learn more about me. Yeah, how about that? This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So, if you like this podcast, chances are you're going to love more what the Red 5 Network has to offer you. So go to red5.bio.link today to discover more of your Red 5 family of podcasts. Yay! Thank you. Willie, if you could do your own cosmetics line. That sounds like a lot of work. It sounds like a lot of work. I would just really like to do my own comic books. Back when I had my own salon, maybe. Now it's like, can I just get like sponsored by Jeffree Star or something? Like, that would be neat. Like get some free makeup. I'd rather just have free makeup. Yeah, I'd like that. Keep Fabrice in the studio. There. Better. But that's all I got for you nerds today. I hope you have an awesome and nerdy day. Don't forget to come find me over on the Latino Slant for your mid roast in 1 hour. Be good. Keep your eyes peeled. And support some indie comics.
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!